Welcome, Walnut. I'm Lara, but you can call me Laz, your host for Walnut Wednesday. This is your reminder to be brave, be yourself, and know that you can make the world a better place just by what you decide today. Here, I'm going to share my weekly walnuttings with you on a Wednesday.
Good morning, Walnut. It is me, Liz, here for another episode of Walnut Wednesday. I am doing another early morning. Cheers, bing, bing. Sip of cough morning. Sip of cough morning episode because I feel like this is the only really time I'm able to make to come and have a chat to you. So Walnuts, this week I wanted to share a little bit. I apologize. I wanted to share a little bit of feelings that I'm having that I have not been able to articulate anywhere else. I haven't practiced talking about how I feel with other people. So this is just literally 4:30 in the morning word vomit, walnutting, but something that has literally kept me up at night just thinking about it. Nothing bad. And also, I just want to preface the episode with I do this too. I fall victim to this as well, but it's social media. And if you know the news from last week, um, following that, Geordie felt it important to him to do a Facebook update that we're having a baby. So he did his post. It didn't feel like something I wanted to actually do, Walnut. So I wasn't going to do it, but when he said that he wanted to, then I left that to Geordie to do. So he did this little update and he tagged me. And Walnut, I've been sort of mind boggled by this because if I'm just whipping out my phone to have a look. 281 reactions and 137 comments at a picture of my unborn baby. And I, I'm struggling to say why I find this weird. And I know that the different social media platforms do different things for they're for different things. And Facebook obviously is one that pushes community and connection and things like that. Hence, Facebook really likes it when you create groups or when, baby announcements, engagements, weddings, that will always get bumped to the top of the news feed sort of thing, and to the most people. I yeah, I'm uncomfortable by the amount of people that felt called to like comment. Like there are comments on their Walnut, and I know that some of them are from you. So like thank you. And thank you for the congrats and all the things. But yeah, when Geordie said to me, whoa, that like look at these comments or how many people have liked this, I was like, I I find it weird. And he was like, that's a very pessimistic view. I don't know if I remember, if you remember that I told you all that I've discovered I'm a pessimist. Um, yeah, I discovered I'm a pessimist. I thought I was a realist, but I probably am a pessimist because I Googled it. And I was like, it said most pessimists claim that they're realists. And so I accepted that I may in fact be a pessimist. But anyway, so he said that's a very pessimistic thing to say. It's actually it's really nice. It's lovely to get encouragement from this. And his reason for wanting to do a post was to let the extended family and stuff know so that we didn't have to send multiple millions of messages to to all the people. But I get that. But Walnut, there are comments on there from people who I've not spoken to for over 15 years, um, congratulating me on my pregnancy. But like, I think, you know what, like, I'm acknowledging that it's nice, and I do think it's nice, and I comment on those things when I see them too. And I'm happy for the people that are doing the posting if they feel like they want to post about it and everything like that. I think what I am finding hard, or what I'm trying to compartmentalize, because I think why I'm finding it so strange is it's about a few different things and I'm not able to sort of separate them all, is that there are so many other things that I have achieved or to be proud of or that I could be congratulated on that is not a picture of my unborn baby. Like, you know what I mean? Walnut Wednesday is nearly 4 years old. I've recorded a podcast episode every single week for nearly 4 years. I'm in the like nearly 250s of episodes. Um, like my client and friend and light of my life, Rose, Elliot Rose, pen name, has published her sixth, nearly seventh book and hit the top 5 charts on Amazon and all the things. And it's like there are just so many other things to sort of like, I think, celebrate or warrant a person I haven't talked to for 15 years. Um, I don't know. I'm struggling, Walnut. So uh, my episode this week is sort of like me trying to talk out what I feel, and I'm also really proud of myself because in that moment where I sort of tried to explain to Geordie that I felt weird about all the attention, I suppose, all the feedback. Normally, um, he sort of said, "Well, I think it's weird that you think it's weird." And normally I would go quiet and reserve and be like, "No one gets me. No one understands what I'm thinking." But I actually said, I'm actually finding it really hard to articulate what I mean or why I think it's weird, but I have a lot of thoughts about it in my head and it's making me feel a certain way. Um, and I said that out loud. I'm really proud of that. So the man of the hour just woke up. So I've changed location back to Walnut HQ to finish my ramble that I haven't really circulated well enough to give an actual moral of the story, Walnut, but I hope it prompts potentially some thoughts with you. Um, and we can dive a little bit deeper. And like I say, Walnut, I do this as well. I comment on things like that are pushed by the algorithm because of the need for community and connection on that platform. Um, it just, I don't know why it it makes me so uncomfortable. Like, because at the same time, I do see the kindness and well wishes and lovely thing, and we've had lovely like private messages from people that mean lots to us and things. Um, it just, I think, yeah, it's one thing that there are so many other things that I think are also just as worthy as 100 plus comments and all of those reactions that not deserve more. I mean, it's a cool thing that we're going through, but um, that don't get recognized as much. Like I said, the Walnutty achievements. I self-published a book. Um, do you know what like there are just so many other things, and then at the same time as well, I struggle with the fact that um there are so many other like causes and things that mean other stuff that I deem important, like um, suicide prevention and things like that, that get a little bit of attention, but they don't get over 100 comments in an hour or a day because that's not pushed by the platform. And I just find it a little bit mind-boggling. Yeah, I find it mind-boggling, and I hope this makes sense. And I would love to know how you feel about this, or if you didn't even realize it, and then if I've made you kind of think about it too, and if I've kind of put you into a spiral, I apologize because, like I say, I have lost sleep thinking about it. Um, and there are so many other struggling people going through things like right this very moment. Yet I have people who I haven't spoken to or seen or know what they're doing for over 15 years commenting about my unborn baby. But like I'm realizing how I'm sounding, and I know it's like it sounds really like ungrateful, or I get Geordie's response about how feeling weird about me feeling weird about it. Um, so thank you for letting me sort of process what I'm trying to say. I actually did want to voice note about it with a couple of people before I got on to record, but I just didn't have the time, and I felt like I wanted to record this now. So you're getting kind of like fresh out of the brain commentary on how my announcement has sort of made me feel. It did prompt me to do like a friend cull. I had over 800 people on my Facebook, and I got down to 600, and there are still some of them on there that are like the 15 years people. Um, so I think it's just that social media thing, isn't it? It's a lot of different compartments in one episode that I'm kind of spiraling on. I suppose the best way for me to move forward on this is to sort of just break it down by each thing that bothers me about it, because, like I said, there's a couple of different topics entwined with the overall idea of what's being pushed under our nose on social media. Um, but I also use social media as such a great tool and such a good way to connect with you and all of the things. But I think there's a reason why I didn't feel like I wanted to do any sort of announcement, why I don't really want to share about um all of what I'm going through sort of super publicly, like on here with you, Walnut, yes, and in the Walnut Tree, yes. Potentially on Instagram, maybe if I feel so called, but um yeah, this whole announcement thing, it just bothers me on so many levels. Like there's a picture of a baby scan, and it's just gotten so much attention when there are so many other just as equally celebratory, amazing things going on, not only in the world, but in my space, and in Geordie's space, and in the close circle space that warrant such celebration. And maybe this is a prompt to celebrate ourselves more, or share our celebrations more. Um, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'll leave you with the closing thought that I have thoughts and I have feelings, and they might come off weird, and make no sense, but they float around in my head, and I appreciate you holding space for me to let them out. And I would love to know what you think about this episode and of social media and of the strange little posts, and and if you, I don't know, what would you do if you were me, Walnut? Like I just think it's strange. I'm finding it hard to receive because I think it's strange that it's such a volume for a picture of a baby that's not born, that's in my tummy, and getting like so much happy praise when there's like also devastatingly horrid things going on that don't get any media attention. Or there's just so many other things that I have accomplished and achieved and am doing that warrant such celebration as well to me. Um, yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. This episode just makes no sense, does it? Thank you so much for holding the space for me. And yeah, maybe we'll do a part two if you are in the Walnut Tree, which is my group on Facebook. Funny, funny, funny. How ironic. Um, can you please drop a little line when you hear this and if you have thoughts and feelings, and maybe we'll do a part two on this one and kind of pull it apart a little bit more. I think this is probably a best episode to raise again with Kate on here to help sort of ping pong what's going on in my head to be articulated out with my voice. Might be one where it might be better if I'm responding to someone. So please jump on in and have a conversation with me you've if this has prompted thoughts and feelings for you too. But on that walnut, have a happy Walnut Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you for your support and your congratulations on said announcement. I do genuinely appreciate it and love you. Um, thank you. Uh, yeah, but I'd love to know what you think about the social medias and the volume of reactions, and if you think it's weird too, or if it's just me being a pessimist. On that, happy Walnut Wednesday, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.